Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you all for coming on such a short notice. I also want to thank my crew behind me for standing like that in the hot sun for so long, huh?
Yeah.
I might not be as eloquent as the last speaker. I'm gonna speak to you as a fireman, okay? All right. It's very difficult to speak about the events that took place on 9/11. Watching tapes and reading accounts from firemen have overwhelmed me, and at times I've gotten lost in both sadness and anger. I tried asking myself, what do I talk about? What engine or truck? What rescue company do I speak about? The answer is I can't. I can't just pick one firefighter or company. Some of the notable companies include Rescue 3, the Big Blue, and Rescue 4 out of Queens. Both took a loss of 6 men. Rescue 2 out of Brooklyn lost 7. Truck 20, Soho Trucking Company, lost 7 men as well. There was a 2-rig firehouse, the house Hazmat 1 and Squad 288. They lost 19 men. Rescue 5 and Rescue 1 lost 10 men each. One longtime Rescue 1 firefighter that died, Joseph Angelini Sr., wasn't the only Angelini that died that day. His son, Joseph Angelini Jr. from Truck 4 was killed as well, wiping out 2 generations of firefighters. That would be our own senior firefighter Jim Lawrence, with over 36 years of service, and his son, Chase Lawrence, were to go into a fire and never come back. That's very upsetting, isn't it? Then there's Ladder 3, led by the legendary Captain Patty Brown. They rushed up past the 35th floor, where they tried to rescue 40 severely burnt civilians. They gave maydays over the radio, said that their brother firefighters could live. Tragically, all 12 men of Ladder 3 that responded together that day never made it out alive. All 12 men. There was Engine 54, Truck 4, and Battalion 9, the pride of Midtown. They lost 17 firefighters. Engine 8, Ladder 2, and Battalion 8, dubbed the Midtown High Rise, lost a combined 10 men. Engine 33 and Ladder 25, the Phoenix, they lost a combined 12 men. The prestigious Squad 1 out of Brooklyn lost 11 men. There's the Glynn County Squad 1 that's stationed right here in Junction. It only has 2 men at a time on it, and if we lost those 2, I wouldn't know what to do. I couldn't imagine losing 11 men. They lost the chief of the department, Peter J. Gansey, and they even lost their chaplain, Father Michael Judge. Firefighters carried his body to a nearby church and laid him on the altar. This list goes on and on. There are hundreds of firefighters that responded that day, and they all were heroes. Y'all agree?
Yes.
A total of 343 firefighters paid the ultimate sacrifice. 343 FDNY firefighters. That's hard to wrap your mind around. That would be like if you took all the firefighters from Glynn County Fire Department and Brunswick Fire Department and multiplied that by 2. They left behind their wives, their mothers, their fathers, their sons and daughters, and they left their brother firefighters. It didn't just impact the firefighters of FDNY. It was felt through the brotherhood of firefighters across the world, and I know it was felt here. Chief Edward Croker, an Irish-born, past FDNY fire chief, once said, "Firemen are going to get killed. When they join the department, they face that fact. When a man becomes a fireman, his greatest act of bravery has been accomplished. What he does after that is all in the line of work." They were not thinking of getting killed when they went where death lurked. They were there to put the fire out, and got killed. Firefighters do not regard themselves as heroes because they do what the business requires. We must continue to serve with pride. We must continue to brave the elements at all costs. We must do what our profession requires. But we must always remember our fallen brothers that perished on September 11th. Never forget the 343. Thank you.
Deep down. That's the end. No!
now we're going to do an all call for all stations to lower the flags. All Glynn County stations.